Welcome, family and friends, those who are here today and those who couldn't attend and will be watching the video later. Welcome to this wonderful day of celebrating the wedding of Aeman and Nicole. And on behalf of this beautiful couple standing here before us, thanks for sharing this most special of days with them. Nicole and Aeman would like to acknowledge that this ceremony is occurring on the unceded traditional territory of the Stolo and Kwantlen peoples. Now, as their friends and family, you are surrounding them with your love, encouragement, and support on their wedding day, celebrating one of life's greatest moments, giving recognition to the worth and beauty of love, and adding your blessings and best wishes to the uniting of this happy couple in marriage. Today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, and of two people who are in it for forever. The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, generation, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It's the great unifier, our one common truth, that no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. And that's why, Nicole and Aeman, you are both standing here. And that's why your family and friends are joining you in celebrating your love. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. All of us have our own love stories. Some are short, others long. Some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part. There are chapters in all of our stories that are sad or disappointing, and others that are exciting and full of adventure. And today is a time to pause and look back and smile at all the moments that brought Aeman and Nicole to this very moment, and a time to look ahead to all the chapters that are still to come. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this one moment. It's every moment. Big ones, like saying I love you for the first time and getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments, like small conversations and everyday hugs. These little moments fuse together into one big experience. And even though this experience is so incredible, words fail us when we try and explain it. That's just the way it is with love. It's difficult to describe, but trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We use the words we have to write stories and poems and songs about love. And even though we describe love in vastly different ways, and even though love can look very different from one person to the next, we all know it when we see it, and we see it here. Today, as two people who are so in love, you will join your hands, your hearts, and your lives as you publicly declare your commitment to each other in marriage. You will start a new life, a new chapter, as one, encircled by your love. I hope and pray that your love continues to grow as the years go by, and that the relationship you enjoy as a couple will always be rich with health, love, and many, many blessings. A great marriage at its core has two people joined together in love as partners and best friends, sharing everything. It's being one in spirit and realizing that every joy is doubled and every disappointment is diminished. It's living your lives in an attitude of cooperation with each other, planning on togetherness. It's listening, hoping, dreaming together. It's making mistakes, understanding, forgiving, and moving on together. A marriage is one of life's most wondrous blessings, and it involves taking the words of two life stories and weaving them together on the same pages. Every year, in 1,000 special ways, the words that will be written in this remarkable story, your story, will reflect the strength and the joy and the love that rises above any difficulties you encounter. This union of marriage that you are pledging to each other is to be a beautiful reflection of your commitment to each other. So I want you to take a moment and look into each other's eyes. Think about the love and the deep joy that you're feeling in this moment. You've come before us as two, but you will soon leave as one. Allow this very moment in time to be a joyful memory for the rest of your lives. And so now I have a few words of encouragement for you as a couple. Some words from Solomon, who is considered to be the wisest man in the world, spoke these words that symbolize the significance of marriage. Two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help, but someone who falls alone is in real trouble. So, two people are better off than one. But how is it that two people who are so different are able to make a beautiful life together? What does it take to make a marriage work and work well, allowing you to still be celebrating your love story years from now when you're old and gray? So Solomon goes on to say that there is a time for everything. A time to be born, a time to die, to plant, to harvest, to weep, to laugh, to mourn, to dance, to be silent, to speak. Our lives are all about time. It's an intriguing part of our lives. It never stops. It can never be reclaimed once it's past. Can't be made to slow down or speed up. So all we can do is ensure that we make the best use of the time that we are given. And taking time for your spouse is one of the best uses of your time. So I'm going to give you some suggestions of things to take time for. First of all, take time to listen. Your spouse will feel cherished by you and they can sense your genuine desire to really listen and understand. Then take time to be patient. Remember that neither of you are marrying a perfect person today. We figured that out already, or is that a surprise?
I am. I don't know what
Depends who you ask.
Yeah. So remember to be patient with each other's faults and shortcomings because you are perfect for each other. And by the way, there are no perfect husbands and no perfect wives, but if you'll each fight for your relationship and work at it through the good and the bad, there will be plenty of perfect moments in your marriage. And then take time to be kind. Treat each other with gentleness and kindness, even when the other is agitated or annoyed or angry or sad. And then take time to forgive. Be quick to forgive. Be first to forgive. True forgiveness is healing, and it means that it is forgiven for forever, never to be brought up again. A happy marriage is not two people who never disagree with each other, but rather a happy marriage occurs when we consistently forgive each other quickly and completely. That's the key right there. And then take time to fight fair. Show your spouse you highly value them by not having to be right all the time, not having to be the one to win every argument. Not sure where the shoe fits. I'll let you figure that one out. Remember to put each other's interests and well-being ahead of your own, resolving your conflicts without leaving scars. And then take time to appreciate each other. The tendency over time is to take each other for granted. That's normal, but find joy in discovering your similarities and your differences, and take it a step further by appreciating and even celebrating those differences. And then lastly, take time to love. What if people who know you as a couple can always sense that love that permeates your lives and covers everything you say and do to each other? Let that be what people notice about you. Allow your love for each other to be the constant in a world that is full of change, as we well know, full of good and bad, joy and sorrow, ups and downs. Make it your goal to create a marriage that feels like the safest place on earth. and let your love always reflect the beautiful commitment that you are making to each other today. And now, Nicole and Aeman, the promises that you are about to make to each other are a beautiful expression of your everlasting love for each other. And so, as you pledge your vows to one another, and as you commit your lives to each other today, I ask that you do so in all seriousness and yet with a deep sense of joy, that you are committing yourselves to a lifelong relationship of trust, mutual support, and constant caring love. Revisit your vows often over the years to remind yourselves of the public commitment you are making today. So I'll ask you to please join hands. And in the presence of your family and friends, let your vows give expression to your love and commitment. So Nicole, I will ask you first. Nicole, do you take Aeman to be your husband? Do you promise to love him, respect him, and care for him, and under all conditions and circumstances of life, to be a faithful wife to him for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
And Aeman, I will ask you now. Aeman,
Whatever I do.
I think we know the answer, but I'm going to ask you the question anyway. Aeman, do you take Nicole to be your wife? Do you promise to love her, respect her, and care for her, and under all conditions and circumstances of life, to be a faithful husband to her for the rest of your lives together?
I do.
Okay. All right, and now the couple would like to share their own vows.
Amen. A year ago, I told the universe I was ready. 6 days later, you came back into my life. The universe really did a solid on that one. I love you. You were smart and funny and kind. Looking at your face lights me up and calms me down simultaneously. I'm looking forward to our life together. I'm so excited for what we'll build.
Fine line.
Not done. Even, I can't always promise to be patient or even totally rational, but I promise I'll always have your back. Happy or sad, I'll hold your hand through it all. And when in doubt, we'll dance it out together in love, always. Now you can go.
I promise to try to be patient, mostly honest, and compassionate. I will try to be your best and
Wait. We need this on record, not with the motorcycle. Okay, now.
I'll start again.
Yeah.
I promise to try to be patient, mostly honest, and compassionate. I will try to be your best and most understanding friend, your unbroken dishwasher, and always putting our needs above mine. I promise to live a life that will honor the vows I have spoken and make you glad to have married me.
Had to get that dishwasher in there.
Do you want to give
Yeah.
paper too? Then you've got it for later.
Got the
Okay,
evidence.
so I'll ask you to join hands again. And look at the hands that you are holding. These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love for you, that are holding yours today on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as together you build your future. These are the hands that will love you and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will hold you when fear or grief fills your mind. These are the hands that will wipe the tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children. These are the hands that will help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And lastly, these are the hands that, even when wrinkled and aged, will still be reaching for yours, still giving you the unspoken tenderness the same way with just a touch. May we have the rings, please?
Should I?
Yeah, you can take each other's.
Really loving me.
I'm covered, that's why.
Yeah. That's true. I smell good.
I am good.
All right, Nicole, as you place Aeman's ring on his finger, please repeat after me. I give you, yeah. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol
of my promise to be with you
of my promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
May we live long and prosper.
May we live long and prosper.
Amen. Repeat after. Oh, yeah, we'll let you get
We'll
that.
just get you.
It's on. You got it. It's a little snug.
All right. As you place Nicole's ring on her finger, repeat after me. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a visible and constant symbol
as a visible and constant symbol.
of my promise to be with you
I promise to be with you
as long as I live.
as long as I live.
May the force be strong.
May the force be strong.
There you go. May these rings always belong to your hands, and may your love always belong in each other's heart. They mark the beginning of a long and wonderful journey together, filled with surprises and blessings, laughter and tears, celebration and joy. You can come. So, Aeman and Nicole, as you have come together today in the presence of these witnesses and have declared your love and devotion to one another by the sharing of vows and exchanging of rings, it gives me great pleasure in pronouncing you husband and wife. Woo-hoo! Nicole, you may now kiss the groom.
Fail. Ow, okay, let go. I won't teach you. Oh, we didn't have any practices with that.
No, apparently that's a new thing. All right. You are now wed. Yeah, go ahead and hold
Yeah.
hands. Yeah.
We did it.
Come stand here. How's that? May you always remain sweethearts, helpmates, and friends. May your life together be full of kindness and understanding, thoughtfulness and rejoicing. May the years bring you happiness and contentment. May you enter into each other's sorrow by sympathy, into each other's joy with gladness, into each other's hope with faith and trust, into each other's need with the sure presence of love, into each other's lives with enthusiasm and embracing. May your affection for one another never cease, but instead continue to grow, becoming a deeper, richer, and never-ending love. May you often say I love you and take no notice of small faults. May you have happiness, and may you find it making each other happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving each other. And most of all, may you share all this for as long as you both shall live. It is my great privilege and honor to announce for the very first time ever as husband and wife, Aeman and Nicole.
Imagine all the people cheering on the Zoom right now.
Yeah.
And in the video.
Yay!
Yeah.
Cheering, confetti.
All right.